Figured out what we're going to use Emerald for. She's going to be our horse farm tractor. I think she's going to work out great here. We got a little water tank right over there we can use to keep the stable full of water, and she can move hay bales around. Matter of fact, gotta head over here to this other pen real quick and put a little hay in there for the other horses. I've got my eye on this field right down here below us. I think that's gonna make a really good oat field. And is that gonna work? Yep, that worked. Awesome. It took the whole bale too. But yeah, I got my eyes on this field right down here. Let's get where we can see it and pull it down here. Take a look at it. This field right here. I think it's around $124,000. I believe that's just probably about the perfect size field for our horses. So yeah, I'd like to pick that field up. It's I believe it's May. I have to look back at the calendar, but I believe it's May. There aren't like any contracts really for harvesting stuff like that, you know. So that's kind of where like the big money is. There's plenty of hoeing contracts and that sort of thing, but you just gotta grind on those. And I don't really have a problem with the grind. It's just I would kind of like to get into something a little more lucrative, if you know what I mean. You know, like that field. And then not only that, but we're going to need to get a trailer, and we're going to need to get a harvester. And I got my eyes on a harvester. It's an old gleaner, as a matter of fact. And, they were pretty popular here in the South back in the 80s. And this is, this definitely not a brand new one, but it doesn't come with those brand new price tags either. So that's probably what we'll end up doing, is just using that gleaner, and we may even install the Bushel Plus on it, just to make sure that we get the most out of what we got growing. Check our loss, that sort of thing, so we can get the most out of our oats. Make sure we don't have to spend any more than we need to, and maybe even be able to make a little bit of profit. Yeah, they're beautiful. Think we should take one of these out for a little ride around the pasture. Oh yeah, hot dog. Let's giddy up. Oh, you know what we need to do? I think the fence is still open back here. We need to ride around to our little jump course. And no, I did close the fence. Okay, well that's all right. Let's ride up the hill here. Hopefully she stays where she's at. Oh, she ran off on me. What are you doing over here? I gotta get these things trained better. Come on, let's boogie. Yep, we left the gate open. I know we left the gate open. Like I said, I don't think we want to hop off right now, because she's probably going to run off on us if we do. Let's see how she does. Oh, we just popped something. I don't know what that was. Oh, she did not like that. Nope, she didn't like that at all. She's hung on the tractor. Oh, yep, I broke the horse. Oh, yep, broke the horse. Come on, back up. No backing up. All we can do is spin in circles. Okay. Well, I guess yep. She didn't. At least she didn't run off. We'll have to leave that to the ranch manager to come and lead her back and get down here and close out this, or not close out, but just close this fence so we don't have any horses run off. But with the way that one got stuck on that barricade back there, I think we're probably okay. They probably get stuck trying to walk through the fence. Hey, this is looking really nice. I like this. Now, just to kind of break some of the illusion of my role play that I've got going on. I know this fence does not look as nice as the white fence. I had to replace this. Whenever you buy this horse farm, I didn't know this. None of this pasture is actually a functioning pasture. It's just it's just decorative. Same thing with that horse barn on that side. It is just decorative, which is why we ended up just replacing these fences. It was a little disappointing whenever I bought the place, but I thought it was kind of fun to throw into the story that, it was just a remodel, which, technically it was. The idea behind, reusing some of the posts and that sort of thing was, whenever I sold this place during the demolition, I got a little bit of money out of that, so that little bit of money went back towards building a new place. So I thought it would be kind of fun to put that in as the role play. And, You know, so we salvaged some fence posts and that sort of thing, stuff that wasn't rotted. But I mean, you get up here nice and close, you can see this stuff is not perfect. You can see it's paint chipped and everything. So saying that it's rotted, it fits. You know, this building here had to be sold and replaced. There is something floating up there in the sky. What the heck is that? What the heck is that? Is that a bird? You know, let's go up and let's go up and find out. What is it? It's a paper boat. Why is there a paper boat floating in the air? That's it's kind of weird. I wonder, can we remove it, or do we just got a floating paper boat? Yeah, I just for some reason I just want to tell you guys about that stuff, and I need to quit wasting time and go find something to do. Really, I'm caught up right now. I mean, these horses have been fed. I don't know if they can hold any more food. I guess we could look and see. Yeah, they could hold 20,000 liters in here, but there's only 8 horses in there, so that 8,000 liters should last them a pretty good while, hopefully. And this pen over here, which is way down here on the other end, it was kind of the best place I could think of to put this so that it wasn't so like in your face. Now I put the windmill in there, just thought it looked nice. Let's see, this one only holds 7,000 liters. It doesn't hold much water either. So yeah, these guys are good over here for a while. It says it holds 16 animals in this pen as well. So it looks like we got a total of what, 32 horses that we can have. Holy cow. Let me run back down here and check this out again. I could have swore it was only 27 and 16 horses. Holy cow, we can have 32 horses altogether. Well, this would be a cramped little pen right here. But we'll just leave it with the 8 for now. And this pen over here, probably leave it with just 8 for now. That way we can try to breed the horses. I think we can breed the horses. Let's see, let me look and see how many's in here real quick, and then we'll check their reproduction and all that stuff. There's 7 in there. I can put one more in there. Oh, that could be because one's stuck on the fence. Puberty. Yeah, okay. So if they're in puberty, they should be able to reproduce, I would think. I don't know. Yeah, let's head on up to the house and call it a day. We don't have any contracts. I mean, there's contracts we could do, but I don't really want to do any transport contracts unless I absolutely have to. Ooh, got a deer in the front yard. Run, little deer. And I'm really kind of considering a bit of another remodel over at the at Integrity Farm. Seeing as we've got a home now, we could possibly remove that house and use that area to put in a bale barn, that sort of thing. Well, it's June here on the farm, and we should have some fermented bales. We need to head over to the other farm, over to Integrity Farm, and check on the fermentation of the bales, and we need to check on the greenhouses, see how they're doing. Had some of the stuff the greenhouses were making going back into the canning factory to fill that up, so we didn't run out of the product there for making the kimchi. But got to get back over there and check it out and make sure everything is doing okay. So let's head over there real quick. So okay, so we've got this all filled up over here. We've got it full of Napa cabbage, and it's full of garlic, spring onions, and chili peppers. So we can have those things start spawning back up again. And we've already got a couple that are sitting out here. Now, oh, look at that. We got a bunch of pallets that have popped out here now. So we got lots of pallets that we can get loaded up. We got to get some bales loaded up because all these bales should be ready to go now. They were almost completed yesterday. Yep, and they're all good. So we get these loaded up and get these over to market, get them sold, make us some extra money because we're down to $11,000. We got 2 more months of payments to make on the John Deere and 5 more months on the Massey Ferguson. So we've got to, let's see, time saving stock check. Silage. Oh, look at that at the biogas plant. Right now we got $91,000 sitting here on the ground. So let's get Mean Green and get to work loading up bales. Holy cow, $91,000. Shoot, yeah. We're not that far from the biogas plant either, so it's a great way to start our day, making $91,000 off the rip. Plus we got some greenhouse pallets to deliver. So we're sitting on probably $100,000. You know, I said I didn't want to do any transport contracts, but a transport contract will put us in the money for being able to purchase the land right in front of the horse farm. and that gets us a little closer to being a little more independent. Our grass field here looks like the grass is ready to cut too. So we got we at least got stuff to do. I mean, we got $91,000 sitting here on the ground, and we got more grass ready to be cut. So we'll get that cut, and we'll sit it. We'll probably just sit it right back here in the road again. It's not a barn, but I mean, it's at least somewhere that's kind of out of the way to put this stuff down, and we can, kind of rotate these fields back and forth, so we're not having to cut them both at the exact same time. It seems like instead of every 2 months with this new seed, we can probably cut it about every 3 months from the looks of it. I don't think it's going to get any thicker or any taller than what it is right now. We can't quite get as many cuts off of this in a year's time, but it's not, it's not terrible either. I don't think we're going to be able to reach that bale. It's all right. We're going to have to come back anyhow, so we just get on the next load. Well, we managed to make $48,000 right there, and we still got another load and then some to deliver, which is pretty awesome. We got paid for those bales, not like the bales that Katie and David said they would pay us for. I think there might have been a little bit of a misunderstanding and all that. David wasn't feeling well, and I think he just thought that we were going to do that out of the kindness of our hearts to help him out. And seeing as, we've been doing a lot of stuff for David for a long time, we're going to kind of let him slide on that one. Katie, on the other hand, what she did was a bit underhanded. She took advantage of the situation. So we may just have to pass up on Katie's contracts, let her do her own work. They get a pretty good discount from us doing their work for them, and she might just have to start paying full price to somebody else going forward. And unless we get a phone call where she apologizes, that was I don't know, it seems kind of low down. But then again, I could be wrong about that too. She might have a reason as to why she did what she did, and I'm an understanding guy. I'm willing to listen, as long as it's a good reason. I'll have a hard time staying mad with Katie. We've done a lot of work together, and I would really hate to have a good friendship ruined over a misunderstanding. So we'll just have to wait till we hear back from Katie, find out exactly what was going on. So we'll go ahead and we'll get these bales loaded up. They just keep wanting to roll away, don't they? I think there's, I'm not counting the bales here, but I think there's a load and then some. 10, 11, 12, 13, plus the 24. You guys do the math. What's 13 and 24? 37. So we got 37 bales off the other field. Yeah, that's pretty good. That new seed produces pretty good. One more. Let's take this on to the biogas plant and let's get paid. $42,000. Yes, please. So was 48 and the 42. So that's 90 plus whatever the change was on this. So yeah, we had $91,000 right there, all total. That's a good day. I don't care who you are. $91,000 just on that one grass cutting. Yeah, buddy. I think we're gonna be all right. We've got our money to make our payments. I say we'll finance the gleaner, but we may not finance the gleaner at this rate. I mean, we're fixing to cut another field that's probably going to be worth at least half what we just made. We're looking at $140-something thousand. We got to get back over, and later today we're going to load up the pallets at the greenhouse. And typically a trailer load runs somewhere around $11,000 when we sell pallets from the greenhouse. So heck, between another $11,000 today, and then possibly be able to sell some more silage bales tomorrow. I mean, if we can get another, say, $40,000, if there's $40,000 on this field, minus our $35,000, we're still sitting about where we are right now after expenses. Oh, actually, we actually have more than what we have in here right now. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a good time here on the farm. That's for sure. I wanna try out the old Massey with the new mower. I'm not sure about the horsepower with that mower on the back, but if the old Massey can handle this, that'll be great. Let's get it all hooked up and find out. Moment of truth. She's going uphill, but she's managing the hill. She's climbing. She's got a little slow acceleration, but I mean, she is doing it. That's it's better than not being able to do it. So wow, what a zigzag in the track right there. That GPS is really nice. It's handy to have. Yeah, so we're slowing down right here, having a hard time climbing. So this is good. Definitely going to be a job for the deer. Come on, you can get it. You can get it. There you go. Yeah, this will definitely end up being a job for the deer, but should have more than enough horsepower to be able to pull the baler. So yeah, I think we're going to be just fine. I think we're going to be just fine. We'll test the baler out with the Massey after the fact. When we did buy it used, it's not, you know, it's only a 190 horsepower tractor. It's not like it's a big powerhouse. But we did buy it used. I mean, we've got it fairly fixed up as far as it is. I mean, we could get some more parts for it and kind of, you know, maybe rebuild the motor, put some new seals and, you know, that sort of thing in there. Maybe get some of the horsepower back. I'm not sure exactly how high horsepower a tractor this actually is, but we could possibly, you know, do some of those things and get a little more of the horsepower back. You know, I don't know. I'd have to look into it, but as far as right now, I mean, it can do it. So I mean, if I had to take Mean Green and send Mean Green somewhere else, and it was time to cut the field, you know, it wouldn't be a total loss. I mean, we could get it done. Here we are heading down the hill. We ride now, so yeah, this will work. This will work. I mean, heck, with as much money as we got right now, we're not going to be able to grow anything in that field this season. We're just going to have to continue feeding the horses hay as it is right now. So there's no big rush for us really to go ahead and upgrade to the you know, like as far as like being able to purchase the gleaner and you know, those things. We've got time on that. I guess I'm not sure what's growing in that field right now. I don't think it's anything that would really. I don't think it's oats. I don't think. I mean, if it is oats, maybe we can cut a deal with the farmer that owns it now and try to make things by the end of this grow season. You know, it's I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's something that we would want to work out or not, or if we just want to allow ourselves the time to go ahead and just kind of go through this year. I mean, we've already been here for 3 years now. I mean, come August, it'll be 3 years, you know, and we've had just a little bit of growth I just went all kinds of duck time. We've had a little bit of growth each year. It hasn't been completely stagnant. We've been doing all right. You know, I mean, it takes a little bit to kind of build things up, especially if you're trying to be legit with it. And that's kind of, you know, it's kind of how we've been approaching this thing as much as we can. So maybe it's probably a good idea to wait until the next growth season. I mean, we'll get at least one more cut off of this. And between these two fields, I mean, we're looking at $100,000 between these two fields. You know, because if we'd have had a full yield off of this one, along with the other, you know, that instead of it being $91,000, we would have easily made $100,000 off of our harvest. We probably should make more than $100,000 technically off of the harvest, because, you know, we'd have got more bales than, well, you know what I'm saying. I mean, you saw what we had. But either way, it should be $100,000 harvest between the two grass fields. You know, we get another cut on that. You know, it's going to be a couple months from now. I think we said we got 2 months left on the John Deere, so that's roughly $50,000. So half of what we got's already gone. We get another cut or another harvest, and we're looking at roughly $150,000 basically, because, you know, 50,000 of it's pretty much gone already, which is no big deal. I mean, I'll be just fine with $150,000 in my bank account. Oof. It's such a struggle trying to climb up this hill and going over these swaths. I'm happy to know that the Massey can handle the task. That's a, you know, big weight off my shoulders knowing that. I just wish it could handle it a little bit better. So yeah, I think we're probably gonna have to invest in some parts to get a little more oomph out of her, because we really need her to be able to perform in case Mean Green is not able to come up and do this, which is very likely. I mean, It's already 10 o'clock in the afternoon. We got to check contracts. You know, the one thing that I didn't sell when I got rid of all that equipment before was the hoe, even though we don't have a problem with weeds here. And that's just because they tend to get some pretty good hoeing contracts and make a fair amount of money with that. And it's a really quick thing to do. You don't have to spend a whole lot of time hoeing around. You know, it's a good contract for us. Let's go ahead and finish this up, and we'll check our contracts, see what's available to us, and hopefully we can make this you know, $150,000 day. I'd love to be able to go ahead and have the money to purchase that field, even though it's not really that necessary. Not really. Not at the time being. We've still got time. Still got time. But we'll check to see what's growing in that field too. Trying to get swung around. Now let's back it up because I don't want to miss that. It'll be the only grass I don't get cut in the field. Little more. There you go. Lock it back in. Yeah, it would have been terrible to just leave that one little patch right there. One more pass, I think we'll get this. And yeah, we'll check to see what's growing in that field. I mean, who knows? Maybe it's oats. That would be pretty nice if it was oats. It'd be a lot better if I would raise these things up. It wouldn't be so hard to back up. Just dragging it over everything. Plus, we can look into the parts for the Massey just to see, you know, how much it's going to take to get it into tip-top shape. We'll look up in the manual to see just how much horsepower this tractor can actually have. And there's one of those little tufts of grass right there. It's driving me nuts, but I'm going to leave it. It's like 2 liters. It's not worth it. Yeah, let's look and see. Okay, well, it's barley growing in that field. So I'm pretty sure barley's not going to do us any good with the horses. So there's really no big rush to buy that field other than, you know, if we can get them to sell it while they still got a crop on the field, then you know, we could use the crop to kind of offset some of the expense. You know, as far as all that goes, we could probably make some straw bales out of it. Not that we don't need any straw bales, but I mean, it's a little extra income on top of the barley. I mean, we don't have a silo or anything to store it in, so we'd have to go ahead and sell it. Yeah. Well, let's get the baler hooked up, and we need to look and see if there are any contracts. We need to see if we can put Mean Green to work, because we're already almost halfway through this day, and we have made a ton of money, but who doesn't want a ton more? I mean, I'd kind of like to see things move along a little quicker sometimes, and it looks like this could possibly be one of those days if the contracts are there. Look at that. A harvesting contract. Yeah, I can't believe that this is ready. We'll bar this because we don't have anything to do it with. And there's a fertilizing contract. We don't have anything to fertilize with, so we'll bar this also. And looks like Mean Green gets to stay home. Well, we can do this. We can accept this and send Mean Green down to field 71. That's an extra $1,500. Yep. Let's do that. Let's get these guys to work, and then we'll come back and we'll bale. Now, I think we're going to head over here and manage this harvesting contract, and then we'll head back to the farm after this, and we'll do the baling. Let's take off. Let's go get it. Now, I kept looking at that little shiny spot on the side of the combine, thinking that was like a lighting glitch. It's not. It's the header reflecting in the paint. Now, it stopped now that we got up to these trees. But that's what that is. We'll get back into the sun. I bet it starts right back again. There it goes. That's awesome. That's a nice, clean, shiny paint job is what that is. All right, that gets our first headland. Let's take it back around and get it unloaded and see where we're at from there. It's a steep hill right here. I think we might just, oof. Oh boy, this might be bad, or it might just be just right. How you like them apples right there? All right, let's get back to it. Oh, we weren't expecting it to do that. That's for sure. It's really weird with the GPS. Would have expected it to at the least go straight up and down. Get this cleaned up. We can figure out our lines now, I guess, at an angle. How crazy is that? Got that. All right, let's whip it around. Guess it's gonna be all crazy. Not quite what we expected. Oh, we got ourselves into a little bit of a pickle. I thought for sure we were gonna make it to the end of this row. I guess not. Now we gotta back it out. I was hoping to just kind of cut a little swath down the middle and maybe come back up a little bit, but I guess it's yielding better than I expected it to. I don't guess that's a terrible thing. Should mean more money in our pockets. Go ahead and get that pipe out. Oh, dumping all over the cab of the tractor. Easy does it. There we go. Well, that gets that completed. Now we just gotta get this unloaded and send it on to the grain mill. Now, those of you that don't actually know, this was a contract for Katie. Now, supposedly, Katie says that she's going to pay us a little extra on the contract for delivering this time, whereas she didn't the last time. So we're going to hop in the tractor. We're going to go over to the grain mill, and we're going to deliver this and find out if she's on the up and up, or if we got to find us some new friends to work for, because can't be doing stuff for free. We got other stuff to do. We still got bales we got to go bale up, which we probably should have baled those before we even did this contract, just because those could have been fermenting already. They've been a little further along. Plus, we got pallets we got to get loaded up, for the greenhouses. The day's not getting longer; it's getting shorter. So we gotta get to that stuff. If she stiffs me again, man, I tell you, we're about to find out. We are about to find out. Let's get on over here and get this done, so we can get back to our farm. Go ahead and get our bales baled up and get that all staged out. We'll probably stick it back on the road like we did before. That way they can ferment there, and then we'll get to loading up whatever pallets we have. And it's the grain mill right there on the left. So let's pull in here, find out. Moment of truth. Here we go. Is there going to be anything? Oh, yep, looks like there is. You throw a little extra in there for us. So extra $6,000. I'd say that definitely covers the cost of those bales, wouldn't you? And the delivering of the barley. So, yeah, awesome. We'll drop this off over at the shop so she can pick it up sometime. Or not the shop. Well, I guess the shop, the dealership, whatever you want to call it, across the road. We'll drop this over there, and then she can come get it. And we'll head on back to the farm, and we'll get started doing our bales. We got to get on that. All right, we got a couple of contracts on the way. We completed a couple of contracts, and now we're back over here at the horse farm, or not the horse farm, but and it's time to test out the Massey with the baler. And so far, she's doing magnificent. Yeah, buddy. If she keeps tugging away like this is going to be great. Get that thing wrapped up and let's roll. Oh yeah, so it's got plenty of power for the baler, so that's awesome news. About to have another bale already. Oh yeah, this we're gonna have a good yield off of this. This is great. I mean, we hit 3 bales off of this one row. Man, we're gonna hit another bale before we get to the end. It looks like we are. 3 bales per row. I mean, the rows get shorter and shorter, but these first 3 rows should be 9 bales. Heck yeah, that's just off of these 3 rows. That's already better than what we had before. Gotta love an improved yield. Let's circle around and we'll go ahead and get this headland pass. Probably kind of a bad idea to go ahead and do the headland pass, but we thrive on bad ideas around here. We're just going to end up dropping bales in our way, especially at this rate. I mean, heck, look, that's just barely got started on that, and that's 4 bales off the. Well, there was a little in here already. There was a little in there, so can't really count that. Well, we can drop it right in front of the lane, can't we? Yep, sure can. Now my line's supposed to disappear on the GPS. Why is it not disappearing? We'll check it right here when we stop. Yeah, it's not hiding though. I don't know what's up with that. I should have reset the bell counter. Why didn't I reset the bell counter? Well, that didn't work so great. Let's try that again. way too, didn't I? Yep. There we go. That's okay. We can get around it, hopefully. Yeah. Yeah. Slow down. There we go. There we go. Go back up here and grab the bale trailer. And while we're up here, we'll take a look at the greenhouses and see why this one's producing so much better than the other one. This doesn't really make any sense. Hopefully it hasn't quit watering. We ran some plumbing out here, so all this stuff should be watered. And yeah, it's got plenty of water in there. It's running. Huh? Interesting. Did it? Wonder if it got picked and was put into the put in here. It doesn't look like it was. Oh, this is just really producing slow compared to the other one, I guess. That seems kind of weird. Yeah. Checking the menu, they're both set the same. They're both set to storing right there. Mystery to me. Mystery to me. I just know I got pallets I need to get, or not pallets, but bales I need to get up. Which I guess technically got pallets I need to get up too. So far we've had $125,000 today. So heck yeah! Once we get these bales off of this field, we'll grab the roller and we'll put this to work rolling. Give us that last fertilizer state, and that'll really be like the final test for the old Massey, just to see how well it handles the roller. We'll probably just hire somebody to do that so that we can get the bales loaded up, because it's already 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 16:09. It's getting late fast. It's getting late fast. We don't yeah, definitely need to get as much done as we can, as quick as we can, before that sun goes down. Now the days are getting longer, but we still, we don't want to take any longer than needs to be taken. Had to look in on the workers that we hired and make sure that those guys are getting things done. I know you can see the cultivating contract progress on that's ticking right along. That's good. That little girl that went over there, she's a hard worker. I knew I didn't have to worry about it whenever we called her up. We knew she was going to be able to knock it out of the park. So that's a plus. Just running in circles. Slow down on this hill. Let's see how it handles pulling back off with the bales. Yeah, look at it. Taking off no problem. Like that. Do like that. We'll grab that bale right there last. So let's circle back around and grab this one. And then we'll grab that one that I was just saying we'll grab last. That way we can head on off the grass field and we'll just drop the trailer down. We won't even have to unload. Not this time around. But we can bring this over here. Instead of dropping it right here in the driveway, I guess I will sit the trailer down right here in the road like I was doing the bales. It's really an out of the way spot. Yeah, we'll just loop around. I started to back it up and it's like, what the heck for? So we'll just bring it in right here. We'll set it over a little bit so it's a little more out of the way. That should be good like that. Now let's grab the roller and we'll hire somebody else to do this, and then we'll hop on the pallets and get those loaded up. Oof, tell you, I'm getting a little tired. The day is starting to wear on me. Let's see how you handle it. Didn't like how I lined it up, huh? Okay, I see how it is. Now she's off to the races. Let's get our trailer and pull it over here. Let's get this stuff loaded. As many pallets as I see out here, I believe we may have more than $11,000 sitting out here. So yeah, I mean this could actually be pretty darn profitable. I think probably line up this way. It's kind of in the way for how I wanted to get set up, but we'll make it work. We will make it work. Not quite. Something along them lines. I'll get the little Kubota and get it pulled out of the way. Let's go ahead and knock this out. this is the last pallet. Let's see if we'll check. Actually, see if the farmers market is going to be the best price. I mean, we keep selling over there because it keeps being the best place to sell. But we'll just want to look and see if just maybe it has changed to somewhere else. You know, I guess fingers crossed, sort of. Just for the opportunity of going somewhere different. Yep, we just gotta get all this strapped down. Perfect. Well, maybe not perfect, but it's good enough. All right, let's see. Let's just see if farmers market's the best place. No, the small farmers kiosk. Okay, it's tagged. Okay, that looks like it's over by Walter's place. Let's head that way. We're going to let's head on down. I'm pretty sure this is over by Walter's. So let's head over to the small farmers kiosk next to Walter's, and hopefully that's where we're supposed to be going. For the most part, that's where we get the best price. So let's ride. From the marker, it looks like we guessed right. The small kiosk, because there's no actual sell point marker on the map, so we couldn't see it blinking. All we've got is this little marker here, and hopefully we can squeeze in here. This be a little bit of a tight fit. May have to back around just to get all of it in here. We'll see how this works out. Let's get our straps off. 10 grand, 12 grand, 16, it's like $17,000 we just made. Holy cow. That's a heck of a lot better than what we made over at the farmer's market this last time we went over there. Let's get ourselves turned around. Yep, I knew water was going to be staring at us. I knew it. Yep, just turning around. We're just turning around. I'm not going to hit your kiosk. I swear I'm not. There we go. Yep, okay. Let's get out of here and get the eye of judgment off of us. Head back over to the farm. So, yeah, this has been a really good day. I mean, how much have we made today? Shoot, I don't even know how much we've made today. I know we made roughly $100,000, about $120,000 today, somewhere around there. This has been a really good day. Really good day. We need more like this. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you in the live stream on Sundays. If you want to stop by and hang out with us, that'll be awesome. And that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.